Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dominating Entrepreneurs. Today, this is Lyria Moore, and I am going to introduce Thomas Vale. And Thomas, hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. Thomas, I have seen you in our group, the Unit of Prosperity, and I have noticed that you have been helping so many people. I have noticed that you have been offering words of encouragement. You have been just giving of yourself to others. And I wanted to make sure that everyone heard your story, because I think it's an amazing story. So I want to start from the beginning and not get too far ahead of ourselves. So can you please share with us how you got started with your business, which is DS Dominations?
All right. Well, I got started when I looked into Craigslist one day off my phone, off my Android, and I seen for was it husbands and wives to work at home, good job. So I thought that'd be a good start for me and my wife to, get to be able to spend more time together at home, because I do have 5 kids and 2 boys and 3 girls, and I just wanted something that I could spend more time with them, because I'm more family oriented than anything. And I gave it a try, and it just clicked. It clicked. My sponsor, Scarlett, Jonathan, Scarlett's she's very helpful. She's like a saint. She became like my best friend on here. And but I started off, and I'd go into the room, in the UOP, and I'd ask questions, and it was at first it was refer to your sponsor. Well, where's your sponsor? We'll go to the back office and stuff like that. And then I just couldn't. I can't do that. It's a group. Be loud, be proud. Let's help each other out. So I started making up challenges, and I started. I'd question everybody. I'd question Reginald. I'd question. It don't matter who you are. I was just hitting everybody up. But back in tech, I did a little bit of tech school back in the day, so I'm a little bit of techie, and I know how to browse and getting into here and there. I know enough to get in trouble. And so that part is how I drive it, and this is just this is addicting to me. I'm on my 9th day off of being off holds, and I'd say about 29. I think I had one just go on when me and Larry was sitting here talking a few minutes ago, and so it might be 30 by now, in my 9th day, and I don't know. It still ain't enough for me. If that means anything to anybody out there, that does not mean to others. That's great. They're just jumping up and down, and I applaud them for applauding me, because I'm glad I'm even doing it, But I want more than that. I don't know. You have no idea. If I had the money right now, Genesis would have been way back in the back, because I would have passed that one up.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, so this is why I wanted to talk with you, because I see that drive. It comes out in your posts you were talking about in the group, and that's the Unit of Prosperity that we both are in. Our sponsors are in the Unit of Prosperity. Reginald Stinson created the group when he got into DS Domination, and people who come into DS Domination under a person who's already in the group, is on the team automatically. And so you were saying, I wanted to go back a little bit. You were saying that when you first got started in the group, people were referring you to your sponsor, and that is a very good point that I wanted to bring out. A lot of times, the group has grown, first of all, because it started off, with just one person. Yeah, did you see the growth?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, since I'd say about the end of April, mid-April, I've been in since then. About April 22nd, I think I just got into the group. So.
Right. So I remember hearing stories of those who were there like from the beginning, from the ground, and it just exploded. And right now, the Unit of Prosperity is the largest team and the biggest group within DS Domination. And that just speaks, volumes to what you were talking about, with people helping people. And so you found, maybe when you had gotten in, maybe you found more people who just wanted to kind of, refer you or push you off on somebody else. But that didn't stop you. You had the drive, and you had the tenacity to say, no, this is not how it's going to end. A lot of people, I wanted everyone to hear that, because that's very important for an entrepreneur. You have to have that tough skin. You have to have that drive. You have to have that, that tenacity, like I just said, to go get it. So you went, and I heard you saying you went and go hit up, Reginald. You were questioning this one, questioning that one.
Yeah, I remember Josh Jacobs. He sat there and put a post out, and I was always in the chat room. I'd have it off to the side just so I can hear and just check it and see what was going through, because a lot of good stuff would be going through there most of the time. And Josh put in there, anyone wants to join up for beta testing for just Genesis, and I'm going, I don't know what it is, but I mean, that sounds good right there. And I said, I want a piece of that right there. And when I sat there and hit him up, though, I wasn't in his team, so I couldn't do it. He told me I had to wait. So, so yeah, I got to see some things, beforehand that I didn't get to get into.
Right. Okay. So that close.
Yeah.
But yeah, being in the group is just, it is very profitable. And actually, I love your story, because you are the one who makes it so wonderful with your challenges and with your encouraging posts. You stepped up, and you became that leader that we needed, because sometimes, some people do just kind of push you off to the side, but you didn't let that stop you. You said, no, I'm going to get out there, and if nobody's going to help me, then I'm going to go look for the answers myself, try to get them myself, and then turn around and be that giving person that I know others need. And I love that. I love that aspect of your character, which is why you're here on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so
sorry. You have 5 kids and not have that kind of.
Oh no, go on. I'm like laughing. So
no, I'm just saying, you have that many children and not have that that nagging drive. You know what I mean? Where you're going, hey, I want something to drink. I want something to drink. I want something to drink. Well, hey, I want some info. I want some info. I need something. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid. And if anybody's watching this right now and they don't know who I am, or if they want to sit there and maybe give me a shout out, you can friend request me and sit there and I'll answer your questions. I sit here and I answer every single question that comes across. It don't matter.
Yes, and that's another thing I wanted to do. We are definitely going to have you tell everybody your contact information before we end, so that everybody can find you online, because you are a very, very important resource to have. I mean, just to get to know you anyway, you're a very wonderful personality. I love hooking up and chatting with you and talking with you, but then also you have a wealth of knowledge. So, okay, I wanted to focus. Now, I know you mentioned your why. Your big why is your 5 children, and I also have, a large family, so I kind of understand where you're coming from with that. And that is really, I mean, for us, like you mentioned before, something that I wanted to hit on for everyone to hear is that, you're real, and I love that, and that's what we have to be as parents of, a large family. We get started in something, we see the vision, we see where it could take us, and we understand what we have to do to get there. And then we just make it happen, It's like, it has to happen. If it's not us, then it's not going to happen, So, like, how do you make it happen in your house? How do you set aside the time? And how do you, what all, entails making it happen for you?
Honestly, I've never really set out a schedule. Never had a schedule. I'm more of a fly-by, person as it goes. I take it as it goes. Like, if we go somewhere on a trip or something like that, I just go. Put in there what you think you're going to need and just ride with it. I think we made a trip to Massachusetts, and on the way back, our van broke down, and we had no food, no gas. That's 5 kids and stuff like that. But and I mean, it broke down. The radiator blew and everything, and but the Lord got us home. We got home, got home, got fed, everything like that. So it's not. You can do it. Anybody can do it. You just got to sit there and have that mindset that you ain't going to stop. Because if you stop, that's when, you know, I mean, that's when the devil gets you. That's when everything gets knocked down. That's when, you know, that barrier gets put up, and, you know, what I mean, you got beat down and you just can't get over it. No, man, you're a bulldozer. You can get through that wall, and that's the way I look at it. Is I'm going to keep on going and learn what I can learn. And if someone won't help me out, then I'm just going to go over there and click on these buttons because something's going to come up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my mentality on it. And like I said, I was telling you earlier, I'm into this so much. I sit here and read up on all the eBay rules and regulations, and then I sat through a cloud webinar. You know how boring a cloud webinar is? Just for the info. So,
That's great. See, that's what I'm saying. You go above and beyond, and those are the people who succeed above and beyond because they put in the time to do the things that most people won't do. So I just wanted to encourage you in that, and just I love hearing it. So okay, so all of this work, all of this stuff that you've done, you know, all of this knowledge that you've gotten, what has it gotten you right now? I know you mentioned something about a cha-ching a little earlier.
yeah, I got one just a little bit ago. I just sold an item for about 170, and so I think that was about a $80 profit off that one. And but I've taken items from $25 and sold them for $225, and I'm up to that should have been my around 29 or 30. I haven't been, you know, I kind of lost count, shuffling around stuff like that. But I mean, it's been just straight all the time. You know what I mean? If I go get something to eat, I come back. You know what I mean? I watch a little bit of TV, and I'm coming back doing it. But I'm constantly tweaking them. I'm constantly going back and forth, saying, "Oh well, maybe this will work. Well, what if I did this? Or you know, how can I do this different?" And like I said in the post beforehand, you do you. You do you. If you can do you, you got it. And most people don't have that in them. They lose that you in you. They want the you. They don't want the them. You know what I mean? And you just you got to get that. We're all different. We all can do it, man. Come on now. No job, no car. Boy, if I could take this laptop around this place right now, y'all look at me like, what? Look at that crazy boy right there. You know what I mean? Just in his 30s, father of five, married 12 years, no job, no nothing. I'm on my bed right now, sitting here talking there, talking to you stuff like that. It's real. You don't get realer than this, and that's why I am the way I am on there, because I treat it like it's a family. That's the way I post in it. And anybody that comes to me will be getting treated like a family. You know what I mean? And I give respect when I get respect. That's just the way life goes on. You know what I mean? That's the way I was taught. My grandmother had 20 kids.
Whoa. Okay, so you're not new to this whole big family thing. See, I'm new. This is I was
Oh
an only
no!
child, so this
Oh
is
no!
my
I'm used to. You better get in there and get your plate because you ain't going to eat if you don't get in there.
yes. So that's good. Okay, so that's kind of where it came from, probably. You know, you grew up with it, so that's good. I like that. I like that. Thank you for sharing that part of you. But yeah, see, this is another thing. This is why I love doing these interviews because people get to see real people. These are real people actually making it happen. This is how we make it happen.
Yeah.
So, okay, now that we've got your start, how you started off, we got your, what you're doing, how you did now, you're doing your 30 sales, you're doing more. Now, where do you see yourself going with DS Domination in the future?
I want to think that, but I try not to think it because I get too excited and shaken and kind of like a scared feeling all at once. Because I've been dreaming, you're gonna make me cry or something like that. Because I've been dreaming about, coming up. I've been dreaming about coming up. I really, I want to be able to take care of my kids and stuff like that.
I know, I hear you. I feel you. We are in the same struggle, Thomas. We are so in the same struggle.
You aren't supposed to do that to me.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll back off. Okay.
It's okay, but no, that's sky's the limit on that question. Sky's the limit on that question. There will never be a time stop. That it has to. How can I say it? To answer that, I have to be in that level. when I get to it, I'll know. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's the way it'd be, because as of right now, there wouldn't be no stopping. It ain't because I want the flashy car, you know what I mean? All the bling bling, stuff like that. I just want to be able to not stress. Uh, I had so much stress on me this year, it put me in the hospital, gave me a mild heart attack. And that's a hard thing to go through. And then, but I just worry about the kids.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear your heart. Oh my goodness. This is exactly where our family is at. We are in a like a rock and a hard place. Rock and a hard place too. And this is so freeing, and it's just it makes you like you. Okay, you said that you don't want the stress anymore. You just want to not have that. That's what I feel with this. It's just I'm able to breathe. Like the waiting to exhale. It's
Yeah,
like.
it's like Christmas. It's like the night before Christmas, Christmas Eve, and you're waiting for Santa to come in there. When I'm out in there listening and tweaking and stuff like that, because as I'm doing it, and then I'll put one item, and then I'll have another item below it. When you go on there, and I can just see the watchers grow on it. And I'm going, this is real. They're watching it. You know what I mean? And I had one item. I think in one day I got over 157. People come and look at it and stuff like that. And I'm going, is that my item? That's my item.
Yes, see, and I love how you're just taking massive action, and you're not just putting it up there and just leaving it. A lot of people they just don't have that kind of mentality. They just think that they can do the least amount of work and get a big, outcome, and you really can't. You do have to take action. You do have to act like it's a business. And Thomas, you get it. You are treating this like a business, and it is paying you like it's getting ready to hugely pay you like a business. So I love the foundation that you've built, and I'm just so glad. I congratulate you. I'm loving your progress, and I will have you back on the show for an update because I know we all want to find out. Uh, we all want to see you succeed. We heard your heart, and we are just rooting for you. And so I just am so glad that you took the time to come out on my show today. Thank you so very much. Let's see. I want to keep track of the time. This is really short. So is there anything else that you wanted to share with everyone?
um, don't listen to everybody else. You know what I mean? Ask. A question not asked is the only dumb and wrong question, because you didn't ask it. I mean, sometimes even the ones that just are just, so people look at you and go, "Did you really ask that?" Yes, because everybody is from a different walk of life. Everybody comes from some different kind of road, stuff like that. So what seems simple to you might not be simple to another person, and you learn patience with children. So you got to have patience, and it's I didn't have patience on holds. I didn't have patience. I was more or less looking for a way around. I knew there was a way around. I know I can get a way around it, and so I was just trying to do that. You know what I mean? And don't look at the holds as a hold. Look at them as something to guide you now. That's what I look at right now, because I made some mistakes when I came out the gate on my 90 days, and I'm still paying for it. Is don't put no automatic payment withdrawals off of your PayPal account. My first day they took that off there. How would you like to have I had quite a bit on there, and it took it all of it, and I'm still trying to pay that back. So the 30 sales is something good, but I'm working on it. But what I was saying is, what I mean, just use the holds as something to guide you, because every time you mess up on a hold right now, you have that cushion. You know what I mean? That money's still there. You haven't touched that money. You know what I mean? It's you can make that mistake, and now's the time to make the mistake. So do all you can right now to make mistakes while you're on the hold. Therefore, when you get released off of them, you're good to go. You're good to go. I honestly was so nervous. Everybody kept telling me, like you do, is that you know what you're doing, and I still don't see him as that. And I'm, you know what I mean? I'm a like I said, fly by your pants person. But you put a test in front of me, and it's I'm very, you know what I mean, clam handy, and all that. And I don't know. I think it was 6 sales the first day. So
See that I love that. Like you, okay, so you're wondering how I can say that you have it, you know? That's how. But seriously, you just said it. Like you just do it, and you have the right mindset. You know, you have that say the word again, tenacity. You know, you have that where you're not quitting. You are gonna make this work. You know, and that is a humongous part of it. You know, so even if you feel like you know you're not there yet or whatever, that's good, you know, because of course you want to keep on, you know, pushing yourself. But I see somebody like you. A lot of people maybe who aren't as driven have to have like you know a plan, and they have to set up this, and I want to, you know, and have goals, and I want to be here for that. You seem like you don't even have to have any of that because you are self motivated. You are so self motivated, which is why I named this, you know, this episode as, you know, is your why big enough? Because Thomas's why is big enough. He is
I look
pushing
at it.
himself like crazy.
I look at it as something down the road. I don't look at it as you know, I mean, a set goal. I look at it as a set lifestyle at the end. I'm not looking just for the house. I'm not looking for a car. I'm not looking for, you know what I mean? Because as being rich wise, I have nothing in life, but I have six people in my life that are the best thing ever in the world. I'm richer than any man that's in any castle, anything else like that. I mean, I used to come home from work and have five of them hit my leg, wham, wham, wham. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing like that feeling right there. And you know, it can put a toll on a person though. It can put a toll on them, but that's the best toll I'd ever want. You know. But I have to backtrack on that one thing I was trying to when you were just talking is I can't take all the credit for what I do and what I know to a certain degree because there's people out there that have also given it to me. You know what I mean? And one of them being my sponsor Scarlett, and you know what I mean. I found a young lady, Lynn. She's on her holds right now too. And whenever I made that mistake on my 90 days, I have a certain couple people that I talk to, and Donnie. I didn't forget you, Donnie. But and I break down just like anybody else, and I don't care. I don't care if you see me cry. I don't care nothing like that. You know what I mean? You don't like me for who I am, then you you're on that side of the camera, you know. But I'm me, and I'm going to be me, and if you want to be you with me, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? Then I'll be your best friend. I don't hold back. I'm not a level person. You know what I mean? If that gets me in trouble out there, I'm not saying I'm only in pro, so I can't give anything away. So don't get mad at me. But I'm here to help you. I forget about what I mean, that a person's on a certain level because everybody's on my level. There ain't no level. Well, you think you're better because you got some rock that shines? Me and my wife gave up our $5,000 wedding band set and put our initials on our fingers when the times got rough. My wife came to me and said, "Let's get rid of it. Possessions don't mean nothing. Possessions don't mean nothing." And when you have that mind frame and you have family oriented and you have you and you, it just falls into place really.
Wow. Oh my gosh, you are blowing me away. I love it. Oh man, that is an amazing story. You and your wife, I love you. I love that.
It helps that I don't ever get out anymore either.
Oh, I know, I know. It's like you have to be together, you know.
No. Oh no, I don't go nowhere without my wife. I
Oh,
don't want to go nowhere without my wife. I mean, I make that a point right there. I don't go out with guy friends. I don't do all that BS. You know what I mean? To put it that way. She's the one who wants to go. Oh, I need a girl time. I need a girl. Why, baby? Why? Um, yeah.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Thomas, for sharing everything you have. Okay, now, before we finish, you have to tell people how they can hook up with you. So how can they find you? How can they get on your team? Because I know everybody's like, I want to go with him.
Um, I haven't memorized it. I'm at
Well,
my
you know
email.
what you could do? You could give us your Facebook because everybody can friend you on Facebook, and then they can
Look
you
up
could.
my name, yeah, because it's underneath a couple of numbers, and I didn't memorize that either. Just look up Thomas Vail, V is in Victor, AIL, and just friend request me. I don't deny nobody.
That
Every,
sounds
every,
good.
you know.
That sounds good. I'm sure they will. Okay, so if they have any problems or anything like that, anyone who's watching this video, you can, put a comment below, and either Thomas or I will get back to you, and we'll make sure that you get to where you need to go. We'll make sure you get to Thomas.
Yeah,
You will
that
not
or if
be
you can help
lost.
me out.
That's right. That's how. See, I can give back because I know you've given so much to me, So this is how we do the exchange. So I can do my thing and then you can do your thing and so we can do our thing together. All right.
We
So,
need to make a group. We need to do a group hangout like they have across the board. You know what I mean? A
oh
panel like
yes,
that. I think
that would
that
be
would be
so fun.
awesome. And you doing all these interviews, I think you should get together and think about all the people that you most want on that panel, and we can get together and just do our own little, empowerment group thing going on, and we can sit there and just give our stories out again, but each of us, little parts. That way we can all share it with more people out there, and maybe we can start affiliating more people into this.
That's right, Thomas. You have some great ideas. Okay, so you heard it here first. So we're gonna have to, get that all worked out and get all the, logistics and everything and all the timing and everything like that worked out. But that is a great idea, and I am up for that. So yeah, stay tuned, y'all. So if you want to hook up with Thomas, you can find him on Facebook at just I guess type in the search Thomas Vale, and if you can't find him that way, you can always come back to this video and write a comment below, and we'll be able to hook you up with Thomas. Thank you so much again for being here. I don't want to take any more of your time, and I know that you have your kids and I got my kids, so everybody's like, daddy, mommy.
Oh,
So
the door's been knocking. I've been hearing the knock in the back
I
here.
know. I know mine too. Like I've been hearing it. Maybe you all haven't been hearing it, but yeah. So anyway, thank you so very much, Thomas, for joining me today on this episode of Dominating Entrepreneurs. I will be back next week with another Dominating Entrepreneur. So just stay tuned, you all, and thank you so very much for taking your time and joining with us. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.